If you guys haven't heard of the trick-or-treat rapist, then please listen. This man will always appear every Halloween when he is in his house, waiting for kids to come and knock on his door. He is also preparing for attack. He gets his knife ready, and he practices kidnapping. Now his first victim knocks on his door. By the way, this man is hidden. That's why we all name him Mr. Trick or Treat Rapist. Now, as his first victim that goes by the name Jeremy the First knocks on Mr. Rapist's door. He asked trick or treat. Mr. Rapist replied with, "I would like a trick, but you can only tell me the trick inside my nice warm house." Now had Mr. Rapist lured in Jeremy. Mr. Rapist asked, "Have you ever seen big men's balls?" Jeremy replies with balls. "Do you mean by footballs?" Mr. Rapist replies with, "Oh, I'm talking about my balls." Jeremy is confused, as Jeremy is questioning himself. Mr. Rapist takes his pants off and showed Jeremy his nice juicy balls. Jeremy then got scared as he thought that Mr. Rapist was threatening him, but it turns out that Mr. Rapist actually wants to kill Jeremy. Mr. Rapist then grabbed a sharp knife and stabbed Jeremy on the balls. After stabbing Jeremy on the balls, Mr. Rapist then had no choice but to put Jeremy balls and eat them. After eating them, Mr. Rapist then ate Jeremy's body and waited for his next victim. 1 hour later, his next victim comes. It's a girl. The girl goes by the name Chicken. As the girl comes and knocks, Mr. Rapist opens the door and asks, "Oh, hi, how are you doing?" The girl responds with, "Shut up, you imbecile. Trick or treat, mother trucker." Mr. Rapist says, "You be rude to me. I want a trick, but in order to tell me this trick, you must come to my nice warm house." The girl responds with, "Okay, I'll come inside." As the girl enters, Mr. Rapist asks, "Have you ever experienced rape?" The girl responds with, "No, but in school a cute boy kindly took me to the bathroom and did some dirty stuff." Mr. Rapist then responds with, "Oh, okay, that's good to know." As the girl sits down to tell a trick, Mr. Rapist takes his pants off and sprinted towards the girl. After reaching to the girl, Mr. Rapist had no choice but to rape her. As he was raping her continuously, uncontrollably, Mr. Rapist then thought to himself, "Wouldn't it be better to kill her and eat her whole body?" So after raping her, he then killed the girl and eat her. If you guys are wondering when Mr. Rapist started his murder, it was on 1999, the 31st of October. Now, let's get back onto the story. His next victim came, but it was an old man. As the old man knocks on the door, Mr. Rapist opens and answers trick without asking. Mr. Rapist said, "If you want to tell me this trick, you must enter my house and have a seat." The old man then enters and have a seat. As he was sitting down, Mr. Rapist asked, "So, old man, I want to ask if you have ever seen big balls?" The old man then replies with, "Well, I have seen big balls. Well, I've seen many. I've seen Wilton's." After he mentioned Wilton's name, Mr. Rapist took his pants off and grabbed a knife. After grabbing that knife, Mr. Rapist stabbed the old man, then inserted his balls in him. After that, Mr. Rapist ate the old man, and then said, "Well, it's time to have a break." As Halloween night ends, a news pops up saying, "We have couple missing children's." This news went viral at the point Mr. Rapist said that it's better to leave this country and attack the next country next Halloween. So as he enters the airport, he saw very sexy women. Mr. Rapist obviously planned to rape her. but then realized how public this area is. So he chose not to rape her. As Mr. Rapist's plane arrives, and as he enters the plane, the pilot announces, "Next country to Romania. It will be a 10-hour flight." Mr. Rapist then told himself, "If I put Romania shook, and I put Romania into lockdown, then it's a mission success for me." Now, as he arrived to Romania, Mr. Rapist saw a news reporter. Mr. Rapist then goes to the news reporter and tell him, "I am a killer, and I will put Romania into lockdown next Halloween." The news reporter said, "Please go suck my balls," and laughs, saying, "You a killer I do not believe." Mr. Rapist then leaves him and book a hotel. Now he is waiting the whole year. As he is waiting, he is planning to kill everyone in the hotel. He plans to bomb the whole hotel on the 31st of October, year 2000. As the year goes by, he's planning more and more. Now the time reaches, he got him bomb ready. Mr. Rapist exits his hotel room. Mr. Rapist was seen with a backpack. He goes to the hotel, women's toilet, public, and places the bomb that will detonate in 30 seconds. Later, Mr. Rapist was seen sprinting towards the exit, but with no backpack. Now 30 seconds go by. The bomb then detonates. The whole hotel had exploded and is on fire. Mr. Rapist then sees the same news reporter. Mr. Rapist then says to himself, "It's better to end this Halloween off by killing this news reporter." After killing the news reporter, Mr. Rapist then books another ticket. He goes back to the country he did his trick-or-treat attack, leading to Mr. Rapist telling himself, "No more attacks for at least 25 years. Now, ever since the hotel attack, Mr. Rapist had two names. One was Hotel Trats, and the other was just Mr. Rapist. After the hotel attack, it was known to be Romania's biggest attack, which led to Romania having a lockdown for 1 month. Mr. Rapist, till this day, still is uncatchable. Mr. Rapist is somewhere, still planning for his next attack. But as he says, in 25 years, his next attack will be in 2025. So kids, do not go trick-or-treating in his area. Police officers are still outside, everywhere looking for this man. That Mr. Rapist is too unstoppable. Mr. Rapist is more dangerous than Wilton and Mr. Ballsucker combined. Sadly, after all this attack, all this report, the story has to come to an end, which I understand. No one likes this part. But don't worry, Mr. Rapist will be caught one day. Now this story is about never let your kids be outside doing trick-or-treating on their own. Always supervise them, as anything can happen. They could easily encounter Mr. Rapist and be one of his victims, which is the worst thing to be. Being Mr. Rapist victim is very bad. Anyways, guys, please like and subscribe. Press the noti bell for more. Peace, guys. My next story will be posted either on Friday or Saturday. The end. By the way, Wilton the serial killer is less dangerous culprit to Mr. Rapist.